So, hi guys. I'm making this video to help explain myself. I don't like being called a lesbian anymore because I'm kind of getting sick and tired of labels and the power that people have been giving them. And what I mean by that is, if, let's just say for instance, someone called themselves a lesbian for years, and then somehow just fell in love with a guy. There are so many people in this world who will bash that person and call them a liar and a fake because they called themselves a lesbian but now is dating a guy. And I think that's just stupid. I feel like love and gender and all of that stuff and sexuality is just very fluid. And I'll be honest, I never thought that I would ever fall in love with, like, a guy or anyone who felt like they were a man. But look at me, I'm dating Shane, who is a boy with a vagina, which I'll explain that too. But it's like, I don't care who I fall in love with. I'm not gonna call myself pansexual either, because I'm just gonna love who I want to love. I'm gonna be who I want to be. And I'm just Kiri. I'm not just a lesbian or anything like that. I'm just me. And I know a lot of people feel the need to label things, and I don't feel like being labeled. And I just want to be me, I guess. I don't know if any of this is making sense, but I'm trying my best to explain myself and try to help you guys understand, because I don't want to keep you guys from understanding what I'm trying to say. And I want to do my very best to help you understand, because I know curiosity is there. And I'm definitely a curious person myself, so I understand the whole asking the questions and stuff. And, okay, so that was the whole label thing. The other thing is Shane. I am dating Shane. He is a boy with a vagina. I'm not gonna call him trans, I'm not gonna call him genderqueer or anything like that, because Shane is Shane, and Shane's gonna be Shane, and he's the person that I love. I don't want to label him either, because I feel like it doesn't matter what gender he is. He prefers male pronouns, so I'm going to call him a he. It's just like any other person. If they prefer female pronouns, I'm going to use them. And so I don't care what's in your pants, really. That's all up to you. Whatever you want to call yourself. If you want to go by a different name, I'm going to call you that name. I don't know if this doesn't make any sense, and I'm kind of like, yeah. I fell in love with Shane for who he is, not what gender he is. It doesn't matter to me. And I'm going to be with him every step of the way in whichever direction he chooses. That's pretty much all there is. I say love who you want to love. I found the person that I want to love. No matter if it's a he, a she, doesn't matter to me. It's Shane, and I love him for everything that he is. And if people, there are always going to be people who won't understand that. But it happens. As long as I love him and he loves me, and no offense, but it really doesn't matter what other people think. And it's like, our relationship is between us, and yeah, I know I post a lot about it, and like I'm perfectly fine with people asking questions about us, and I love talking about it. I talk about him all the time. It's really kind of bad, but it happens. But I don't think it matters. Be who you want to be. If you want to call yourself a lesbian, go ahead. I have nothing against it. If you want to be labeled. And I'm not being like, oh, no one should label themselves. Because if that's what makes you comfortable, that's what makes you comfortable. And if you want to be called a lesbian, be called a lesbian. I really don't give a fuck. I'm gonna look at you for the person you are, your personality. I'm not looking at what clothes you wear, what gender you are. If you have a vagina or a fucking penis, I don't give a shit. You're a person. Yeah, you have a name. If you didn't have names, it'd be kind of hard. But I'm gonna see you as who you are, not what you are. So I hope this helped. I don't have a clue if it did. And if you need me to elaborate on something else, go ahead, ask. I'm open. I don't mean to get frustrated when people ask the same question. And I know, like, if I get a new follower, they're not gonna know. It just kind of gets a little bit tiring, and I don't want to be mean at all. I'm really not a mean person, I promise. I'm quite open-minded and non-judgmental. And I try my best to be nice to everyone, practically. I'm always here for everybody. So don't be afraid to ask me questions, because I'm going to answer them, unless I don't feel like answering them and feel kind of uncomfortable, and then I'll tell you so. But don't be afraid to ask. Curiosity is a huge part of who I am, so go ahead. So yeah, it's me, Kiri. A person who doesn't like to be labeled, who's dating a boy with a vagina named Shane, who I am crazy in love with, and that's all that matters. Okay, well, I hope this helps. Bye, guys.